What's up, guys? My name is Eric. I'm a sober dude. I go by Sobermtg, and I'm going to open up and let's go the joy of 3 Magic the Gathering packs versus 3 One Piece. What is more fun to open up? What has better quality cards? What are your thoughts? Again, I have started to expand outside of the thing. I really enjoy One Piece. There's a lot I like in it. And so let's open up these. And I'm going to give you my honest review of what I think is more fun to open. Do I think One Piece is more fun to open, or do I think Magic the Gathering is more fun to open? I will say the Magic the Gathering price point wise right now, I spent more money because of Lost Caverns. My local LGS sells this for like 11. I spent more on this than I did on these. I tried to keep it as close as possible. This was as close as possible. This is still a little bit more by like a few bucks. But let's see what has more fun, what has more hits, what has more joy in it. Because that's what I think it's all about. If you like content like this, hit the like and follow button, comment down below. Because the one thing I have found is the way that I have kept Magic even very affordable and collectible card games very affordable for me is by branching out to other card games, by having fun with other card games. One Piece I think is great. Riftbound is great. Magic isn't the only box. And the thing with Magic is, as I've watched with a lot of people in a lot of my comments and videos, there's a lot of people very just burnt out with Magic, but still in the CCG, TCG aura. I will always collect cards of some sort. What kind of cards they are, it all depends. So I am going to be very curious to see what I find as joy versus these packs. What do you think? What has more joy in them? Let's find out. And I'm going to just tell you the real on it. I did get my favorite, which is Final Fantasy. I'm a huge Final Fantasy nut. I got 3 packs that I really, really enjoy out of Magic. So I tried to set Magic up for a bigger hype. So let's see what happens. All right, well, let's see what brings more joy. So is One Piece going to bring me more joy, or is Magic the Gathering going to bring me more joy? And let's have a little bit of fun with this. Let's see what ends up happening. So we're going to start off with Magic the Gathering. I am genuinely a Magic the Gathering fan. I do not play One Piece. I do collect One Piece, though, some. And I have went through really big phases, actually, with One Piece. Back during, this was the last phase right here, was this OP12, I believe it is when I really kind of was like really enjoying One Piece because I love the artwork to it. And Magic the Gathering was burning me out again at the time. And it's funny, when Magic the Gathering burns me out, I do go back to One Piece some. And I am starting to learn how to play Riftbound. Let's see what we get out of our first pack, which is Edge of Eternities. So again, not super playable cards right there. Are you sure? All right. So there are some all right cards. This is all right. So cool. Joy-wise, like if I have a box of these, joy-wise goes up. This, when you don't pull what you want, you're kind of eh. And it's not fun collectible in a sense. So it's not like, I'm going to look at any of the artwork and be like, ooh, wow, like I totally digging that artwork. So we have never opened up One Piece 16. I'm actually going to put the One Piece, the LP12. Now, it took me a while originally with One Piece. So One Piece is a lot like Magic, and your symbols are right here at the bottom if you've never opened up One Piece before. So let's see what we get. Now, the funny part about One Piece is a lot of these cards are actually super playable, and I do love the artwork to them. And they're to me, they're very stimulating, fun cards to actually look at. So these right here are all of our commons. So now we do have one leader, which is Portgas. Then we go to here. These are our uncommons. And then here comes our rares. So there's our 2 rares. Both are foil. Both are kind of cool. Again, like pound for pound, I would say I like this just because my full art leader over the other. But again, like quality of the cards, the card quality of One Piece, like you can't turn it down. And this just shows, I like how they did the differential backs of like what is a leader versus, like, they could have did this with essentially Magic the Gathering if they would have did a different back almost to who your commanders were. So now it's second set, and I'm saving Final Fantasy for last because that is my favorite set. Lost Caverns, I've opened up a lot of boxes of this. I've really enjoyed this set. I've only ever pulled one Gemstone Cavern, not Gemstone Cavern, Cavern of Lost Souls, excuse me, which is kind of the chase card. I do have a couple Roaming Thrones and stuff I gotten from here. I do like the art cards. And again, now this is a different set because this is going to have, okay, my commons are in the front, sorry. Depending on where Magic the Gathering is printed from, commons or rares can be in the front. Now, Lost Caverns is more expensive. This was like $11 pack, $12 pack. Greedy. I mean, some of these cards are playable. Another playable card. So some of these are fun. Goblin Warlock there, that right here with Lava Tongue. So this is a great card. Oh, Ancient One. This is a solid ass card. So money value wise, like this right here was a huge pull. The Ancient One, great pull right there on this. 1 mega. Yeah, cool. So again, fun to pull. Absolutely, this is. Plus, it's kind of an older set, and I know I'm going to get more playable cards out of it than I do Edge of Eternity. So I do enjoy that. So right now, I would say Magic is up essentially, just because. Let's see. Like I'm not going to lie. If I open up One Piece and I get a cool ass hit in it, I will tie these up immediately in a sense, but because you do have to take into account value and stuff when you're trying to match up. But for fun wise, I do enjoyable visual wise One Piece all day long right now. One Piece is really just their art game is next level compared to what Magic's is. Here are my uncommons. I'm not seeing a big pull. So we got a monkey. Oh, we did. So this is actually a good pull. This is solid. Now the funniest part, so I'm gonna have to tie them up. I'm gonna have to say joy for joy wise. Joy. One Piece is winning. One Piece is winning because card quality better, artwork better, fun to pull better. Plus, I'm not when you're not as familiar with something, of course, better. This though is up there. It's better than what I thought. Now, Final Fantasy. Let's see what breaks this for me. Final Fantasy is one of my favorite sets, just because I was a big Final Fantasy fanatic. If I pulled an Ancient Copper Dragon out of this, or if I pulled Ristic Study out of it, like of course, if I pulled even a Traveling Chocobo, I sold off a lot of my Traveling Chocobos and I didn't realize it, and I'm short on them now. So this is one of those that I was talking about where it's actually the commons are there. So let's do this. I'm going to move these to the back. So, all right. So we have our uncommon. One more common in the back. This set, again, not tons of playable common and uncommons. I mean, there are some. But all in all, what dictates this set is what you get back here. So we did get a full art land. Cool. Stash of Light is this. We did get a Shadowbringers, which it's an all right card. This isn't as great as I would say, some of the other counter spells and stuff out there, but it's a good card. Oh, Bathor and Fran. That's my rare. Black Waltz is actually out of all of them, Black Waltz I'm more happy about. All right, OP12. This is when the last packs I was buying when I was into One Piece. Which, not gonna lie, that poll there kind of has got me back excited about One Piece. So let's see who wins. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, One Piece did. Why? Because I didn't feel cheated in the price in One Piece, and I'm not burnt out with One Piece. I'm not seeing ambassadors. There's no FOMO to One Piece. I just enjoy it, and that's why it wins. I'm curious what your thoughts are. I mean, not gonna lie, if I would have gotten crap out of here at the time, I'd be like, "Yep, we might need to rebattle this out." But because again, Magic doesn't have this. Like the artwork there, Magic's artwork has gotten so far away from what it used to be. Oh, I think I got another. Okay, so there and awesome, solid, way to go! One Piece all day long. That was actually fun. So would I have more fun pulling Course of One Piece now? Magic I will always love, but this is again why this game just isn't the same as it once was. Comment your thoughts. If you like content like this, hit the like and follow button. Comment down below. The reality is, Magic to me does lose a little bit of the magic when it's very exclusive and not inclusive, because Magic was about inclusivity. Anybody can pull the cards I just pulled out of One Piece. You didn't have to spend more money. With Magic, though, I'd never get the coolest of the cool cards because I have to buy collector boosters, which are more money.